do 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 do. Where is? Ah, there it is. Bum bum, dun dun, bum bum, dun dun, bum bum, da 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 dum ba dum, ba da dum ba da 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 da. I think I'm only missing one now. Here and send it out there. Oh, I don't know why I still do it from here, but hey ho, me daddy ho. Hello everybody. Last time we finished A Realm Reborn. Today we are going to start a side quest that is actually important for the plot, so it's not really a side quest now, is it? A B plot? How do I put this? Fluffy down, how do I put this? What do you think? Don't know why I'm asking you, you're a chicken. I mean, it is officially a side story, so that does make sense. What goes there? I think I'm quite okay about that. Alright, Fluffy down. We're going to go and talk to this outlandish man! So outlandish. You know what? I know he's going to be late, so I'm just going to take a screenshot for him now. Give me a sec. This is such a subtle disguise there, mate. An orderly guard man visiting Revenant's Toll has some information which might be of interest to an experienced adventurer. Do I know you? Ah, unless I'm very much mistaken, you are the famed adventurer who bested the Garlean general, are you not? The great Relina West Knight herself. Amazing. And more than a little serendipitous. One might even call it fate. I but recently received word of a truly unique opportunity. You see, an opportunity the like of which none but one of your proven worth could take advantage. The reward? Not less than the accumulated knowledge of thought and civilization. The risk. A single misstep could cost you your life. But what is a little danger to a storied hero such as you? A woman who, with absolute confidence in her own abilities, stands to profit handsomely from this venture. No, I crave no recompense for my part of beginning, bringing this opportunity to your attention. The historic discoveries you shall make will be reward enough, I assure you. And my words have if my words have fanned the flames of curiosity, then I bid you seek a man by the name of Rambros at St. Keoxend. Koyak. It is he who stands at the doorway to untold marvels, awaiting the arrival of a champion bold enough to march across the threshold. Sure thing, Char. Oh, right, I'm still in walk mode. No, I'm not. There we go. Ooh, this is properly ominous now. I am doing this in the right weather. Ba 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 da da ba 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 da 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 da. Why, if it isn't Relena Westknight herself! I was not expecting such a celebrity guest. Celebrated. To what do I owe the honour of this visit? You were directed here, you say, by a man clad in foreign garb? Well, the opportunity you spoke of surely referred to our latest anthropological endeavour. Quite how we came to know of it is another matter. All knowledge of this project was supposed to be restricted to my organisation. But that is something for me to ponder in private. You're here now, and your services will, I am certain, prove invaluable. I must warn you, however, that the venture we have in mind is so simple, no simple excavation. An unprepared or incautious journey to Thalsom Halls. Knowing this, do you still wish to lend us your cooperation? Nod. I rather thought you would say that. Your courage is scarcely a secret. Now the first. Relena! I thought it was you! What brings you to St. Conex? Don't tell me. The Lion sent you on another realm-shaking, history-making mission to lay low an apparently insufferable foe. Yes? No? Ah, I see you two are already acquainted. That is well. Master Garland, our intrepid hero who got wind of the forthcoming expedition, has kindly pledged to assist us. She has she? Glad to have you on board, Relena. You don't have the faintest idea what you volunteered for, do you? Very well, let us begin at the beginning. The Sons of St. Conic are tasked with unearthing the secrets of long-fallen Allegan Empire, and this present endeavour aims to delve more deeply into civilization's mysteries than ever before. Ah, but I know that look. In the event that you feel ill-equipped to continue much on the subject of Allegan archaeology, I invite you to recall your encounter with the ultimate weapon. That mechanical monstrosity represents a feat of engineering far beyond all Garland can presently achieve. Nero Sakura awoke it, and mentioned this by the way of reminder you have what one might term extensive first-hand experience with the notable Allegan relic, in short. You're practically an archaeologist. Now to the core of the matter. Here in Mordona, there stands an entire Allegan structure which we have yet to investigate. I speak, of course, of the Crystal Tower. After witnessing the destructive capabilities of the ultimate weapon and the lesser moon Dalamont before it, it seems wise to treat any remnants from that era with utmost caution. They must be analysed, monitored, and above all, kept from falling into the wrong hands. To put it plain, I have no wish to see another megalomaniac legatus wield one of those weapons. It was this thought which first moved me to contact the Sons and purpose that the tower be explored. Oh, propose. Sorry. Not so bad at reading, guys. For several millennia, the Crystal Tower remained hidden, deep buried underground. But like so many other things that were barely left undisturbed, the structure was freed from its stony prison by the great upheaval which accompanied the coming of the 7th Umbral Era. It now stands revealed in all splendor, a gleaming spear of crystal pointed at the bosom of the heavens. We believe the tower to be the repository of much of the ancients' wisdom. Unfortunately, its entrance is guarded by formidable defences, and we cannot so much as peep through the keyhole, much less set foot inside. These defences take the form of statues carved into the likeness of giant swordsmen, the eight sentinels, as the sons are wont to call them, is the first barrier we must overcome. Why not simply fly over them in an airship, you ask? It's been tried before. Any vessel that ventures too close to the tower is blasted out of the air. We either destroy those statues or the front door is forever beyond our reach. My colleagues and I are ill-suited to negotiating such deadly hazards. Thus, if we gain access to the tower's secrets, we must needs employ the service of an experienced adventurer. It'll be difficult and dangerous, Relena, but I can think of no finer woman for the task. Yeah. If didn't know better, I'd say you had taste for those deadly escapades. I look forward to working with you again. There is much and more to be done before we can begin the expedition proper. Take some time to prepare yourself, and I shall explain the challenges that lie ahead. Our first objective is to reach the entrance of the Crystal Tower. As I previously mentioned, however, that will be no easy task. The entrance is guarded by powerful defense mechanisms, each utilizing one of the four elements of fire, wind, water, or earth. Anyone attempting to simply stroll past these unsealed sentinels invites swift obliteration. Based on Master Garland's awareness, however, we are reasonably certain that the attacks of these lethal contraptions can be reflected using a crystal of the corresponding element. Naturally, these crystals must be of surpassing clarity, free of the slightest impurities, much like flawless specimens used by the beastmen in their primal summoning rituals. Maybe I should have said exactly like the specimens they use. Were there any other way, we may not ask this of you, but we need someone to enter the beast tribe strongholds and liberate the perfect crystals. For the moment, I would have you focused on obtaining 2 of the 4 crystals we acquire. Pray make for Lan Lacrosa, where both the Saspa spawning grounds and Ugomara mines are located. You'll be certain that the materials used in the Beastman's sacred rituals will be well defended. Whether you choose to venture there alone or with companions, I shall leave to your discretion. But whatever you do, please be careful. Ba-ba. Ba-ba. Ba-da-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Why hello, do chat today. I hope you're all having a good day. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-da. Starts playing the robot unicorn tag team song. Hey, Darth. How are you doing? You've... Oh, yeah. I'm glad you appreciated the screenshot I sent you, because you would have missed it otherwise. That is good, Darth. That is very good. We are currently working on getting flawless elemental crystals so that we can go into a tower made by the people who made Ultima in the first place millennia ago, because we think it holds the actual knowledge of how to make Ultima and the like, as well as so make sure that it doesn't fall into dark hands. Oh, absolutely, it can only go well. Well done, Fluffy. How are you doing this evening, Ori? As I know, Darth as well. You know what, Fluffy? Because of that, we'll ride you. Ba ba da 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 ba 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 da ba da ba 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 da ba da ba 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 ba. How progresses your efforts in infiltrating the Beastman strongholds? Fair enough, Ori. So these are the famed flawless crystals of the Beast tribes. I've seen countless specimens from I know not how many excavations, but nothing to compare to these. Their purity is astounding. You have done well, Rolina. With these in our possession, we lack only the crystals of fire and wind. The former lies in Sharak, the war camp of the Amajel and Thanalan, the latter in Natalin, the rest of the exile in the hills of the Corthus. You expect them to be closely guarded as the first two, if not more so. Still, I look forward to receiving word of your resounding success. Alright, let us go here. Ba 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 da. What can I say? I'm efficient at my job, Ori. Oh, I can't fly higher? That's a lie, I just did. There we go, there's the ceiling. Hello. Bye-bye. As well, get a little chilly. That's fine. Pig. Bum bum ba dum bum bum. Oh. Hello. I'm back here. Ah. Yeah. This big tower, full of the knowledge from the people who made Ultima in the first place. Potential to make new ones, other technological leaps, and God knows what else. Oh, did you see that 3.5 hour Pokemon? I absolutely loved it. I thought it was very well done. Especially as it was only animated by one person. Relena, it is good to see you. Tell me, were you able to obtain the remaining crystals from the Beastmen? Yee. Wonderful! With all 4 crystals in hand, we are now ready to proceed to the next stage of our preparations. Ah, I hope I did not give the impression that we would be embarking on our journey to the Crystal Tower just yet. Alas, there is another step which must be completed ere we come to that. While the crystals you acquire are indeed flawless, they are little use to us in their present form. If they are to reflect the elemental force of the tower's defenses, they must need be cut and polished. A process which calls for a very particular set of materials. Procuring them will be a challenge in itself, I fear. Needless to say, we will be requiring your services once again. Okay, the tower receiver tower. That might be a good idea, Darth. You know, I absolutely loved it. I loved the meta plot of it's Red's recollections from his birthday years later. I loved the little Easter eggs they threw out there. I really loved how they actually managed to do so much characterization with 0 dialogue. And the flawless crystals you procured for us that are to retain their elemental purity during this shaping process, a very specific set of abrasive substances will be required. Well, I say substances, but one might just as well call them one substance, namely aether sand, which has 4 elementally aspected varieties. Alas, aether sand is neither common nor cheap. Indeed, it is not unusual for the abrasive to exceed the value of the precious stones it is used to polish. Given the rarity of the materials in question, the Goldsmiths Guild in Ul'dah seemed like the likeliest place to purchase the quantity we require. When I contacted the Guildmaster, however, I was informed that no aether sand was currently available. Though I requested that would be word we sent as soon as new stock came in. I yet to receive aught but apologies. I should mention at this point that I placed this order some time before you procured the flawless crystals. I am well aware that acquiring Aether Sand is no small feat, of course, and I am not an impatient man. But I fear the more we delay our investigation, the greater the risk of the tower's secrets may fall in the hands of others, less savory parties. That is why I wish to entrust you with the payment for our purchase, and send you to speak directly with Guildmaster Serendipity. Mayhap the presence of such a distinguished personage will spur the guild into action. In any event, it is my hope that when next we meet, you will have found at least one of the 4 varieties of Aether Sand we require. Who needs dialogue? Years of silent protagonists showed us all. It's just like no one had dialogue at all. Blue was so snappy with playing his theme everywhere he went on different things, including hijack the SS And's comm system. And creepy musical box version. Sup? Ah, Mistress Westknight. Welcome. What brings you here, if I may ask? Bulging guild pouch. You're on behalf of the Sons of St. Connacht. I am going to say that differently every time. Unfortunately, time, I wish to spell the content Master Rambos with the news that we've finally managed to acquire our quality of fire aspect Aether Sand. I'm afraid it may be some time before we can supply the other 3 varieties, but you are welcome to settle across for that which we have now. Please speak with Jameen over the... I do beg your pardon. It seems she's assisting another customer. Come on, there must be something you do. Without the sand, we'll have to rethink our whole design. I sympathize with your plight, sir, but as I explained, the Aether Sand is in question is already spoken for. If you'd like to reserve the next shipment, then I would be happy to accept the funds, but your offer does partial payment. Partial? Are you saying it's not enough? I've already stretched our research budget as it is. I suppose a man could do without a midday meal for a year or 2. Relina! It's been too long. It's been a week. What brings you here then? Got your eye on something expensive, have you? Well now, that is quite a money pouch. The sound of so many guild clinging together is strangely satisfying, is it not? Calming, and yet invigorating at the same time. Oh no. You're here for the blooming Aether Sand, aren't you? Thanks, Ori. Well, I can't deny the elegant civilization is a subject worth researching. The chief said he was looking into something big, but we never thought to ask him what. Why should I have been too busy tinkering with a new airship designed to think of much else? Well, I say tinkering. Wrestling would be more like it. Still, after much wringing of hands and gnashing of teeth, we managed to pull together a prototype crystal-powered propulsion system. We got the idea of it when we heard how you lot used corrupted crystal on board the Enterprise. As a matter of fact, anyway. Anyway, to cut a long story short, our design calls for all 4 varieties of Aether Sand. And that's how I can't relinquish my claim on this batch here. Even for you, lass. How are we meant to usher in a brave new age of technology, logical invocation, and not by technological inventing, eh? Ahem. I hesitate to interrupt such an impassioned speech. Duty compels me to point out that this lady represents the organization that reserved the Aether Sand in question. To mention the fact that her purse is considerably larger than yours. Oh. It's like that, is it? Alright, this patch is yours. I'll let you have it. But if you're going to take my sand, it's only fair that they grant me roll this project of yours. I'll take that as a yes. It's not every day you get a chance to experiment with the wonders of the ancients. But then luck that inspired me to think of another technological invention or two. And I like what he just... Yeah, thanks. Was there? There's another piece I want to complete this, but I also need to be doing that raid a few more times because I want so much from it. So it'll get completed soon enough. Ooh, what are you wearing? The indicator's code to crafting. Neat. Anyway. Oh, I need to actually speak with Biggs. And yes, Biggs and Wedge are a tag team player match. Now then, from what we've told me, I'm guessing you'll be needing the other three varieties of elementally aspected aether sand as well, right? Then, rather than sitting on your rump waiting for a shipment that may never come, I reckon your time would be better spent looking for the stuff yourself. It just so happens I know a good place to start. There's a peddler in North Dandelion who very occasionally handles the earth aspect variety of aether sand, which is in the process of confirming the rumor as we speak. I know what you're thinking. When did my timid little friend decide he didn't need to hold his hand anymore? The answer being, just the other day. Seems to be inspired by a certain adventurer's heroic example. I thought he was joking when he volunteered to go to town without me. I just hope he managed to stay out of trouble. Head out to Blue Frog and should find him poking for this new bodyguard. Oh, did I not mention her? I wish thought it might be wise to hire an adventurer to accompany him. Just in case your heroic example turned out to be less inspiring than you first thought. He really is, Ori. Maybe he'll actually soon be attractive to a certain other potato. Save your greetings. If you're looking for a higher blade, then you'll have to look elsewhere. After the day I've had, the only company I crave is the squat, silent type. The type has a handle and holds no less than a pint of ale. Huh? You wish to hear my tale? I warn you, it's no stirring epic. But as you asked my employer, a little felon lad, wished to pay a visit to a peddler who deals in some manner of special sand. I forget what it's called, but it is apparently worth a small fortune. Anyway, when we arrived, the man claimed his stock had been stolen by bandits. Determined not to return empty-handed, we crept into the bandit stronghold and set about locating the stolen goods. Short story short, alarms were raised, the rogues were awoken, and we were fled in a blind panic. I was separate from my employer in the confusion. I've not seen him since. Oh, a friend of yours, is he? I think you best be prepared for the worst. 'Tis just possible the poor sod may yet be lost in the old Avigilane mithril mine. I fear the bandits will have caught up to him by now. I never said what to hear. So the NPCs answer your request to hear this backstory. Bum, 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 bum. Unicorn! We only have 3 more minutes of Philly fluff, guys. I'm Philly down. That should be enough time to save Wedge. But hey, he's at least trying to do things on his own now without Biggs. Hey, fellas, I'm looking for a Lalafell. Ah, there you are. could I be so stupid? Sneak into a bandit's lair? It's just not the sort of thing I do. And now I'm going to die for it. No, I just need to calm down. I can do this. I can be brave. I'm going to stand up. I'm going to walk out over here. Here we go. Yeah, I'm sorry. Please don't kill me. I promise I'll leave and never come back. Relina! Is it you? Where did you find me? Can you smell fear? Actually, ignore the smell. I expect you're wondering why I'm here. Well, it's the process of retrieving some stolen ether sand, which Biggs and I need for our research, and it so happens I conceded perhaps a touch foolish and very near fatal. But I did succeed in snatching the stuff before my bodyguard ran away, and several dozen bandits came piling after me with knives and axes and what looked very much like a plank with a rusty nail in it. Anyway, the important thing is that the stolen ether sand is right here in my oh dear. I must have fallen out when I was taking evasive maneuvers. It seems I won't be leaving this infernal place for a while yet. You'll find the ether sand in my set? Oh, thank goodness! You're a true friend, Valina. I hope the search doesn't prove too troublesome. The bandits don't seem to care much for visitors. I'm not going to exactly care much about me. Oh, never mind. I do believe they all know better. Oh, you decided you wanted some. Okay. Yes. Yep, that's a punch. Oh, you kick too, yeah. Nicely done, nicely done. Off we go, Wedge. So what points do the lights in the arena go out and an ominous bell starts sounding before Relina walks into a building? Probably when I play Paladin. Or Reaper, for that matter. Bye, Felly Fluff. Hi, Felly Down. Relina, have you any luck locating the ether sand? Yes, that's it. I must return to the workshop at once to tell Biggs the wonderful news. What's that? You're also on a mission to collect the ether sand. And you're working with the chief? A treasure trove of elegant knowledge? I see. Then you should really be the one to have this. Biggs and I are far from exhausting all possible avenues of the airship innovation. But your problem, it can't be solved by any other means. The next expedition of yours sounds jolly interesting, I must say. I'm half inclined to join you. In fact, I think I will. Any venture worth the chief's time must be worth a look. Right, I'm more than ready to leave this awful place behind. You should return to Mordona with the ether sand before there any more little mishaps. Be sure to keep a close eye on your pockets, Relina. I also just finished watching Elimination Hour switch inside to notify me was live. I enjoyed Elimination Chamber. I'm happy with pretty much all the results that came through. Except the the Elimination Chamber for the US title. But that's in part because I think Seth was kind of wasted fighting Logan at Mania. That's fair, Darth. But the rest of the US title match was really, 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 really good, so I don't really care that much. Ah, Rolena, you have returned. I'll take from your presence that you were successful in procuring some aether sand. Tell me, which variety did you find? It was unique pre-Mania show, and that every single match, not just all of them, built. Yes, they did. That was surprising. I see. 2 varieties. Well, that's 2 more than I could possibly reasonably expected, and 2 less than I had hoped you would say. Forgive my flippancy, you have done well, truly. If all goes to plan, we need no longer fear death of fire or earth. Master Golland, if you'd be so kind as to prepare the relevant crystals. I shall set to work immediately. Truth be told, I've been looking forward to this. One does not encounter materials like these every day. Speaking of which, how in the 7 hells did you find them? Mistake me not, friend. I know not only too well how capable you are, but aether sand isn't something you can simply find gathering dust at the back of a merchant's rare gem cabinet. You had help from Biggs and Wedge? Just them to design a revolutionary engine at the moment I turn my back. How's a genius not meant to rest on laurels when his employees were so damn innovative? Eh? And now they're determined to join us, are they? Typical. I jest, of course. I'll be good to have them around. Still, as a matter of professional pride, let's endeavour to procure the 2 remaining varieties of aether sand before they arrive, shall we? Tell me, Rambrose, have we any information on where the water and wind aspect types might be hiding? Not as of yet, but I have made certain arrangements. We shall soon see if my efforts have borne fruit. Forgive me for my observing, but you seem less enthusiastic about that prospect. If there's a complication, I'd rather we discuss it now than risk jeopardizing the expedition. Mayhap an explanation is in order. But first let us savour the preliminary victory that Relena's won for our cause, if only for a moment. And yeah, Ford was amazing. Yes, I must speak of the arrangement I made to acquire the 2 remaining varieties of aether sand. Some days ago, I asked a Charlatan acquaintance of mine to travel to Gridania, and they are gathering the necessary materials. Since the time, however, I have heard nary a whisper from him. To be frank, this lack of communication is not entirely uncharacteristic. But I cannot discount the possibility that something ill has befallen the man. Alas, we do not have time to investigate his fate. As I have mentioned before, the more we delay our expedition, the more likely it is that the Crystal Tower secret will fall into the wrong hands. Therefore, I would entrust you with the same mission I assigned to my friend. Travel to the Black Shroud and seek out Bursem Montret, the master of the markets in Gridania. If anyone knows where the aether sand might be bought, it is he. I got to go home! Bam ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum, bam 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 ba-da-dum. Indeed! The showcasing that the chink in the armor has now been set. Yes? I'm sorry, did you wish to purchase Aether Sand? Forgive me, man, but have you the faintest idea of the rarity of material you seek? I have not seen so much as a grain of Aether Sand in these markets for many a long year. I could tell you where one might mine the ore from which the water aspect and variety of the abrasive is derived, but only a desperate fool would willingly set foot in the place. You seem undeterred. Very well. Are you familiar with Earth's gift? This is where the ore is to be found. In an area inhabited by a reticulated pernicious hog. Should he encounter the Betusk nightmare, you will know that you're in the right place, albeit at the wrong time. Farewell. Nah. Let's see. Which part of the gridiron we're going to? We are going to Quarry Mill. Also, it's a good use of your keep bringing Kevin back moment. One of the rare times is actually nice and clear skies in the South Shroud. What's this? The pig is dead. You're too late, adventurer. And not only for the entertainment. You'll find no trace of the ore, but which recently lay here. Nay, not so much as a... No, you'll never spy me from there. For the time being, at least you will have to trust the evidence of your ears. Now stop squirming at the foliage, and listen. As I told you, the warrior mineral you hope to find is gone. Taken by me. Victorious may be monogamous, however. Our coroner have decided to share the location of an alternative source of Aether Sand with you. The wind touch variety, to be specific. I trust I have your attention? Good. A band of Excel in North Shroud keeps a quantity of abrasive for the purpose of removing impurities from the lesser crystals. Well, do you mean to dally here all day? Make haste, adventurer, before I snatch another prize from under your nose. This is to be a race. The Exile's lodging grounds in the North Shroud shall be our destination, and that is where the real amusement will begin. May the best man win. I'm assuming that's a reference to the a certain infamous event. Right. I've never thought about it, but I imagine either Hunter just said no or Sean was in the meeting. He probably just said no, which can... Huh. You're currently protected by being in a fate. Well, there's only one thing for it then. Oh, that's what we're going to be doing. Right, Oh, this is huge! I'll save you, poor people! Oh no! Whew! Now we can actually do what we're here to do. Now, if it had been the Sammy had gone in Roman in his submission and they then Paul did that, either turn on Roman or just a spare Roman. I could see that happening. Yes, it's a callback, but it's all. That would have been interesting to say the least. Or maybe having yelled at and the belt isn't wrong. And then Roman turns around and goes, "What the fuck?" Bravo! That was quite a show, adventurer. Why, the spectacle proved so enthralling that all thoughts of Aether Sand slipped my mind. I appear to have forfeited our little race. Congratulations. The win touch abrasive is yours. And yet, having been treated to such a memorable performance, I cannot help feeling the greater prize is mine. This equality must not stand. I insist that you accept a token of my appreciation. Payment for this entertainment will be waiting for you to the east in a clearing within Proud Creek. Pray retrieve the gift here. It is crushed beneath the iron feet of the Dullahans. And I am as well. There we go. Also gave us a really fun moment of Paul Heyman just attacking Kevin Owens. Not what you were expecting. I took the liberty of refining the ore from the Earth's gift into Aether Sand. Do keep it. Unless you accuse me of playing games, you should know that the thought of a relinquished prize never once crossed my mind until I saw you in action. Such deeds must needs be rewarded. It is my vocation, you see, to record history as it is made by mortal men, and I much prefer to chronicle the accomplishments of the bold and the mighty. Thus, it is my fervent wish that you continue your career with the same courage and zeal you have shown today. We shall meet again, adventurer, and sooner than you might imagine. Well, you guys have fun with that. I roll to attack. I would advantage like a sneak attack. Alright, but KO's damage reduction still reduces to 0. And now stealth is broken. It is always turn. Oh no. See, I'm okay with Edge and Beth winning. And I'm glad it wasn't Rhea that took the pin. I am getting to the point, though, that Judgment Day needs something. They've been stuck in this feud with Edge for a year, and they just can't seem to get wins. It's the same with damage control, ultimately. They just seem to be stuck. What news of your mission? Are we any closer to acquire the remaining abrasives? Abrases. There you go. You brought both? I shall have Master Garland begin working the crystals immediately. There. That should do the trick. Excellent work. We now possess all 4 of the fangs we require to pierce the Crystal Tower's defenses. My compliments, Master Garland. Oh, it was a trifling matter. I assure you. The lady here is the one you should be thanking. Anyway, by my reckoning, there's nothing stopping us from starting up the Algon's front door. Biggs! Wedge! Come to lend a hand, have you? Well, it's not every day you get the chance to study the wonders of the Algon Empire, is it? Their technology makes Garlemald's look ancient. I appreciate your enthusiasm, lads. I really do. But we are not here to take this knowledge for ourselves. Twice in the last decade, the promise of unimaginable power has prompted men to meddle with technology they do not understand, and that the realm has been dragged into the very brink of oblivion on both occasions. We shall not be so irresponsible as to risk another. Wedge, do you not recall our company's creed? Yes, Gene. It's freedom through technology. Exactly. Freedom. When we forsook our homelands, we swore that we would have no truck with machines that could be used to promote tyranny. That has not changed. Should you feel tempted to break your oath, remember this. The wonders of the all-knowing Algon Empire could not save their civilization, and have damned their doomed ours. Twice. This is why we must explore the Crystal Tower, and if needs be, seal away its secrets. A compelling viewpoint. It is yielding wills such as yours that have defined the course of history. So you return at last. What Britel has kept you so wholly preoccupied that you cannot spare a moment to inform me of your progress or preservation? Why, the task you aligned me, of course. Sure you have not forgotten about the Aether Sand. I tasked a passing adventurer with delivering it. A more capable courier I cannot imagine. Greetings, adventurer. Did not say we would meet again. I believe an introduction is order. I'm Grahatia, one of the students of Bastian. I look forward to joining you on your groundbreaking expedition. Grahatia has been assigned to the project as an observer. Hope you'll forgive him for his eccentricities, and welcome him as one of our own. So then, our fellowship is complete, and all stands ready to step into the unknown. 3 cheers for Noah. Noah? That is the name I have chosen for our little collective. Given our differing backgrounds, we could very well call ourselves the Sons of St. Kirok, can we? And we must have a memorable application of our adventures to leave its mark on the annals of history. I could claim that NOAA stands for Nominated Observers of Artifacts Historical, and so it does, technically. My mature reasoning for choosing the name stands for the fact that it is shared by the vaunted elegant Archmagus. An Archmagus! I like the sound of that. Very well. Now that the pressing matter of what to call ourselves has been settled, it is time we set forth to the brave to our defense of the Crystal Tower. So we're ready to depart. Ready! And every year cheats that Charlotte and me, that would give the group something. Although, beats, not cheats. That gives Charlotte something, although it does bring up the question, does everybody move to SmackDown? Or do they pull a new day and have Rhea be solo, but still be a part of the group? Also considering I spent most of the decade retired, I'd say any win he gets is well with. Then, yeah, that's fair. Right. Esteemed colleagues, the Seeker's Ancients Alec beckon. Let's not keep them waiting any longer, adventurer. You and I will join the engineers of the Crystal Tower's main gateway. Here we shall endeavour to neutralize the structure's defences. And I realise that I'm meant to be doing the other one right now. Rambles, meanwhile, will remain here and oversee the operation. Given my knowledge of Alec history, it seems logical that I should lead the expedition itself. Though I admit the role does not exactly befit my status as an event observer. Still, we can make use of the resources at hand. Assuming all in agreement, let us proceed forthwith to the large lopsided gate found to the southeast. About to do the whoop, whoop, whoop. That's a whoopsie-doodle on my part. Okay. So we're going to start the Crystal Tower, but we're not. We're going to be pausing it after they've done the first bit of it to do the other raid, which I need a friend to do with me because it's unsolvable. As is the Crystal Tower. But we'll see if Lilith wants to join this one. The Crystal Tower lies beyond this portal. Now comes the interesting part. Sid, you're the only one of our number who has ever crossed this threshold. I ask that you take the lead for the present. I say, the energy radiating from these statues is palpable. Lucky for us it is. One might otherwise stroll past them. Feast your eyes on the elemental defences. When prompted, are lengthy preparations. These sentinels prevent would-be intruders from advancing to within 20 yalms of the tower's inner reaches. No matter how swift they may be. Happily, the crystal fangs we took such pains to craft should spare us the inconvenience of instantaneous annihilation. Here, allow me to demonstrate. Chief, it's too dangerous to allow anyone else to risk his life testing one? Quite right. I made the damn things. It's my job to see that they work. Success! I am for one convinced. Friends, ready your fangs. This one is yours, old friend. It seems only right. We did it! So much for the outer defenses. Indeed, the edge of the tower is near at hand. My blood fairly sings with anticipation. Speaking of blood, I have a proposal for the next stage of the expedition. I suggest we wait here while Relina and a handpicked party of her adventuring companions enter the tower. What? Without us? I thought we came here to survey the entire structure. We did, and we will. But our investigations must proceed at a more measured pace. If the outside of the place is this well defended, can you imagine what awaits us on the inside? Only a true hero could reasonably hope to brave the hazards ahead and live to tell the tale. Relina here fits that description better than anyone I know. And it's not as if shall be idle in her absence. While Relina and her companions are risking life and limb to beat us a path to the tower, we can set about analysing the rubble for evidence of how its technology functions. Your knowledge of ancient lore will be invaluable in that endeavour, historian Gratia. But, do you ever tire being right, old man? Ahem. Relina, as it seems I won't be accompanying you. Allow me at least to provide some instruction. The maze that surrounds the base of the tower is known as the Labyrinth of the Ancients. During this initial foray, I suggest you concentrate on ridding the place of hostile elements. When you're ready, reasonably certain that the maze is secure, contact me via the link shell and we shall join you post-haste. No matter what Master Garland says. Though we would prefer if any relics you encounter remained intact, you have leave to do whatever is necessary to secure ingress to the upper levels of the tower. Fortune go with you, Relina. Social friends list. Invite to party. Okay, let's see what chat's actually been saying while I was reading all that. If you watch the Edge documentary about him coming back in the 2020 Rumble, you find out that after Edge finds out he can take bumps again and decides to come back and not bald member of the Revival FDR helps him train to... Oh! Says Edge and Beth live in North Carolina and FDR are two North Carolinian boys. And the concern FDR's contract expired in early April and they are currently on break, or else they may be a hindrance return. Because the current head of creative has a much better relationship with them as... Neat. Alright, let's say hello to the people that we're partying with. So, this is different from a dungeon. And there's a reason why I need to do this unsynced. Unsynced. We require at least 3 people. Because we are 3 teams of 8. This is Lilith. They'll be joining us for this, and also for Coils. Saw a video last night that went forward to change. Da-da. There's going to be a lot of chaos in this. Da-da. I saw a video last night that went over the change on episode 78 from the one change that made me laugh is When confronting Mokuba over stealing the stair chest, the just Japanese Tristan suggests beating Mokuba. Taylor says not to use violence, while in the dub she says, I hope you can beat him up. You're like twice his size. That is, that is quite a change. Get back here. Da 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 da. Da da. Guys, yes, I would like to use the teleport. Hey. Great. Pass. My row line says, so we'll be running on this side. Everything in this tower is a reference to Final Fantasy III as an aside. Literally everything. Da, da, da. The music. The things we're fighting in here. Actual 3. I believe it's actual 3. Oh, we're the ones that actually fight the thing. This fight, only those who get turned invisible can actually hurt the thing here. Everyone else has to kill the mobs that spawn. Why? I don't know. They're doing experimental stuff for this because it's the first actual 24 raid series they did. Yes, using Excalibur. Player, please, Square. I just want to play alone. Square. I mean, they are actively quite good at people who'd rather just be on their own. This is the only mandatory 24 raid series in the game. And none of the other raid series are, ever. They just help give you extra information. Like the one I'm going to be switching to after we've done this one is effectively just finishing answering questions for the people from 1.0. But also, just a really solid storyline and introduces us to one of the main characters of the game. So, and yeah, they've been adding more and more NPC ports for story-related required stuff. Hey, CJ! Yes, I did know! IU took advantage of that feature, in fact. Till the end of Realm Reborn. I didn't stay with it till the Heavens Word, because I knew by then I was playing throughout the entire thing. But I've only been playing a single year, so... Actually, yeah, as of this month, I've been here for a whole year. How you doing, CJ? Hope things are well for you and yours. What am I doing? Oh, don't need to. Fair enough. Lilith, I would switch over to Discord, but I do need to read dialogue and cutscenes. It's good that it exists, CJ. Hello, Behemoth. Oh no, don't worry. No worries at all. I just hope they can actually read what you're saying. Alright, behind the rock. Am I good enough behind the rock? We will find out. I was good enough. Okay. And I'm now signed to one of the next rock placements. It will go here. Me is Behemoth. You would think this would make him the final boss, but it isn't. I don't know why they gave him that special death cutscene. Probably to showcase that, but really. Actually, Lilith, how's your work schedule next week? We're up against the JoJo's, people. Depends on the date. How's it next Monday? Because it could just be good to get this all... Okay, let me know. Whoop. Eager. You're not exactly half wrong with the Pillarman reference, actually. And we're done. Doobie doo doo dee doo dee doo dee doo. Ba 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 da ba da da da. Give a calm to you. I need none of this stuff, so I will run away. I got a calm! Yeah! DPS don't often get comms. Oh, there, Lena. Very impressive, I must say. Your name shall be writ large in the volumes that are sure to be penned from this historic expedition. The scale of this the structure defies comprehension. Someone plainly thought bigger was better. According to the findings of my Balsidian colleagues, the crystal tower is constructed to collect and store the endless energies of the sun, a characteristic ambiguous undertaking. Now that the crystal tower's inner defenses, judging by your haggard expression, clearing out the labyrinth was no small feat. A giant of a man wielding a shimmering scimitar, you say? Yes, that would have been Phlegethon. Not Archon, Phlegethon. He was a hero of the Elegant Revolution. And you gleaned that from what exactly? His choice of weapon? Well, I am a historian. And I have a certain, shall we say, affinity for the lore of the Elegant Empire. It is, of course, all knowledge gleaned from the rusty scrolls and tomes the ancient texts claim the Crystal Tower is defended by the champions of Eld, resurrected and augmented through the elegant extraordinary technology. Chief, you need to see this! Well, well, there it is, the foot of the tower. What surprises do you have in store for us, I wonder? I can't tell you how glad I am to have you with us on this little jaunt, old friend. Have you not been through the maze I've very much dealt we'd be standing here now? Well, we have much to discuss and digest. Let's retire to St. Coink's Conic. Fine for the present, and there be our next step. Lest there be any doubt our expedition has some way to go. I will one day be able to read these dialogues flawlessly. One day. Working on 5 on Monday. I'll be home around 5. Okay! You did really well there, Lil. As I said, not often does a tank actually go back for the people in that. Yeah, this is not that day. I am terrible at doing this now. I always read that name as a drink, Connacht. That's fair. It's... I think then, Lil, would it be better for us to do the coils next week? So we can just keep doing the Crystal Tower tonight. Maybe start the coils. Boom, boom, boom. Cognac. What? That looks like Cognac. It's like a whiskey thing. Like Cognac definitely sounds more likely. Anyway, round we go. So good of you to join us, Rolina. Our meeting would be dull indeed without a full account of your experience within the labyrinth. Take a moment to collect yourself, and when you're ready, we shall debate how best to proceed. The Fellowship of No have accounted for. It is time the assembly was called to order. Ambrose will be presiding over the meeting. If you will be so kind as to inform him of the readiness to proceed. Okay, then in that case, I think we'll continue with the Crystal Tower, and then if we have time, we'll start the coils, and then we can finish them off next week. Just because we got the ball rolling on this one, and boy, am I going to be doing a lot of talking in the coils. Welcome back, Rolina. I have just been reading about your encounter in the Labyrinth of the Ancients. It pleases me greatly to note that you seem none the worse of the experience. For your reference, I have added my own notes to Graha's preliminary expedition report and begun to compile a Crystal Tower survey log. The information contained therein will be available to you at all times. Should you have any questions, you need only ask. Now, there's no objections. I shall begin with a summary of the expedition's key accomplishments. Dun. In the course of this, our first foray into the grounds of the Crystal Tower, we succeeded in neutralizing the structure's outer defences, before proceeding to secure the maze surrounding the base of the spire. According to Rolina's account, the labyrinth's defences were most emphatically active. Disturbingly, her report also mentions a violent encounter with a sentry, heavy augmented by elegant technology. In short, our misgivings were well founded. The Crystal Tower was not simply a trust above the ground by chaotic shifting of the earth. It has somehow been reawoken. If, as seems increasingly likely, the tower's secrets should prove too dangerous to share with the world, we have no choice but to contain them. Short of leveling the place, this will almost certainly involve returning its mechanism to a state of dormancy. To do that, however, we will first need to address the question of how they work, the answers of which must surely be waiting for us inside the tower itself. In conclusion, that is where we must go. A task rather easier said than done, if the perils of the labyrinth was any indication. Then I move any further exploration of the tower be delayed until such time as exhaustive analysis of the structure's defences have been completed. Master Garland, may I entrust this task to you? It would be my pleasure. Don't forget about us. It's like you said, Chief. We found that the iron works to make sure that technology was used for the right reasons. And that means making sure it's not used for the wrong ones. We wouldn't be doing our jobs if we didn't see this through to the end. This old man almost a year. Lads. Well, I hope you're ready for some... whatever that was. Well, but everything seems to be in hand here. So I shall take my leave of you for the present. If I am to witness this valiant tale unfolded with mine own eyes, I must needs hone my martial skill ere we send to Spire. You'll do nothing of the sort, Graha. Your knowledge may prove useful to Master Garland's investigation. As an observer, I'm not strictly speaking subject to your authority. Pray do not mistake my intent, Felina. I am well aware that I shall never be a match for one with your innate talents. However hard as I train, be that as I may, pray do not allow your skills to rust from disuse during the coming pause. Will we need you fighting fit for subsequent forays are to prove as productive as this one? Mark me, we have not yet caught more than the briefest glimpse of that which time has obscured. Soon, however, we shall cast off the veil and gaze upon the glory of the Algan Empire. And with that encouraging thought in mind, it is time to bring this assembly to a close. Let us all focus on the task at hand, that our next expedition may begin all the sooner. Meeting adjourned. Well, Lilith, he's the engineer of the Enterprise! What else am I gonna give him? HR. God, this is such a blatant reference. Such a terrible mess. Yet it does leave the door wide open, so to speak. One could help but be impressed. I began to understand the reliance you place on adventurers, old friend. So, this is the legacy the Algan Empire left behind. If my readings are correct, the energy source away at the top of the tower is a match for even the ultimate weapon. Nay, more than a match. A new toy for me to play with. I believe the fates have conspired to deny me my just rewards once again, but it would seem that they had a greater destiny in mind for me. And so long as my ambition burns, I shall strive to seize it. The dreams live on, Sid. Do not disappoint me. It's such a naked reference to Char. Ah, 'tis you, my friend. You are doubtless eager to hear our progress on the Crystal Tower. Excellent! I'd be disappointed to hear otherwise. Of course, disappointed is the word of the day, I fear. I'm ashamed to say there is nothing of worth to report. Oh, the suns continue to probe the labyrinth of the ancients, and every day brings new discoveries. Alas, the same cannot be said of the Crystal Tower proper. We've not been able to set so much as a single foot inside it. You'll recall how the 8 sentinels stood between us and the labyrinths initially. In like manner, the entranceway into the principal spire, Sycora's Tower, the Elegans called it, is also protected by technology far more advanced than by our own. So now I have tried every trick we know, but without success. Frankly speaking, we are at a loss. It is discouraging, but we cannot give up. There must be a way in. And so the situation stands, my friend. Until we get entered into the tower, I fear your talents shan't avail us. It will require time that I am loath to waste, but I have a mind to set my people discovering such ancient texts as we have on hand. Perhaps we could be of assistance. And you are? Be at ease, friends, for we share the same goal. I am Anuia, and my companion is called Doga. We are the scholars of the Alican civilization, sent by the students of Balsidian to assist your endeavour.
Unia and Doga? Rather unusual names for this day and age, if I might be forgiven for observing. But I digress. You claim to be here at the students' behest, but we have received nary a word of your coming. Moreover, in light of recent incidents in the Isle of Val, I should think that you have rather more pressing concerns.
We can only assume that the message failed to reach you due to some mishap. I assure you that we are here to help.
What is it, Graha?
It's nothing. There was a pain, but it has subsided. Well, this is rather unexpected. Your right eye is the same as ours.
The same? You have the elegant eye as well?
The sanguine hue is said to be the trait unique to the elegans. Yeah, I heard it from my father as he did from his. Only one child in a single generation is born with the eye. All my life I have sought to learn the truth of its manifestation. If there's aught you know, I implore you to tell me. My deepest apologies, but we have no answers for you. Our only thing is certain. Those who possess the trait are bound by the fate to Alec. As your eyes have placed you upon the path you walk, so too we have come here to fulfill our destiny. Absurd though it may sound, it is the truth. It seems to me we have naught to lose by accepting their aid. What say you?
If that is your wish, then so be it. Yet know that I still remain to verify your story with the students of Balsidion when I'm able. I trust there will be no objections. Very well. As of this moment, I name Unia and Doga advisory members of Noah. Without further ado, let us have them examine the Sycharis entrance.
I promise you will not have cause to regret your decision.
Relena, I should be obliged if you were to accompany our new friends to the tower. Biggs and Wedge are presently surveying the 8 sentinels. The 2 of them can show you the way.
Upon arrival, pray report to Master Garland. He will brief you on the situation. I shall join you, Relena. With Une and Doga's knowledge, along with your uncanny knack for setting events in motion, I am hopeful that we will finally see progress. Brr, 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 brr. And let us unicorn. Whoopie-doo, doo. Wait, what? Oh, down here. I flew too far. To the 8th sentence. For some reason, we can't fly here. It's probably the Crystal Tower's fault. How are you doing, Wedge? We're examining the rubbles in the hope that it would yield a clue to enter the Sycharis Tower. Can't tell we're getting desperate.
Well, if it isn't Relena, eager to enter Sycharis Tower and kill everything in sight, no doubt. As I'm sure you've already heard, though, the place is locked up as tight as a clam. Now, you're friends from the students, you say? Excellent. It's been slow going, or rather, no going for the chief. He'll appreciate the help. You'll just follow me. I'll take you to him. It is a big door. Ah, some old faces to lift the spirits, and a couple of new ones besides. Allow me to introduce Unia and Doga. They are the scholars of ancient Alex sent here by our friends at Baldessian. Baldessian to aid in the investigation. It's Baldessian! We understand that you're having trouble circumventing the tower's defenses. It is our hope that we can be of some small assistance. If your attire is ought to go by, your assistance should prove invaluable indeed. To begin with, let me tell you where we stand. Beyond rises Icarus Tower, the principal spire of the structure is collected known as Crystal Tower. The only way to get inside is through the proverbial front door. The frozen gate you see here. The problem is we can't get it to open. It's sealed by some mechanism whose working is an utter mystery to us. Having had no success via the more orthodox methods, I went with as far from everything from a pickaxe to a Magitech cannon. Nothing so much as put a scratch on it. For a blessing, the gate doesn't try to reduce us to ash like the 8 sentinels. But that doesn't make it any less effective as a security measure. It's fiendishly frustrating in simplicity. As with all D&D parties, we are stopped by a door. The only clue we have is the elaborate device carved upon it. A man and a woman, respective of elegant royalty, by my judgment. Precisely who these individuals were, we cannot say. Nor do we know whether the device actually serves a purpose. Like as not, it's purely decorative. I used my ringer ram to open the door. Have you tried the knock spell? If you're thinking to force it, save your strength. It's no use. Just ask the calluses on my hand. Rest assured, we do not mean to waste our strength. Indeed, why should we exert ourselves when the gate will open on its own accord? I'm a clerk. I don't have that. I don't think any of us expected that to happen. 7 Hills! What's this? What did you do? What are you? Piercing the heavens and gathering the light, a symbol of mankind's glory and might. Is virtue guarded by gates impregnable, only to those of the royal blood answerable. Exactly as passed down through legend, I am delighted to see. Beg pardon, sir, interrupting your bewilderment. I can't help but notice the remarkable playthings you have acquired. Nero! You're still alive? It's getting more Scottish, I'm sorry. Garland! If I didn't know better, I would say you weren't happy to see me. Oh, but it's just.
In light of our recent meetings, you have every right to be wary. But rest assured, I am no longer a threat to you. My legion is for all intents and purposes defunct, and my association with it means that Titanus awaits me back in Garlemald. And so I've been roaming this land of Eorzea, a regular internment. In the case of my wanderings, I chanced to catch wind of your latest venture. I sounded positively fascinating, and so I decided to come here and join you. After the wrongs you've committed, you'd think us that gullible. If you're suspicious of my intent, it's only my just deserts. But I am determined to make amends. As a gesture of goodwill, I will share with you what I know. Starting with these two odd characters. Where'd you get Liquid Snake's coat? As you're doubtlessly already aware, the Crystal Tower was the symbol of the ancient Aleg's might and prosperity. Entire entry was permitted only to royalty and a select few individuals. According to the records I have unearthed, only royal blood can open the gate. In other words, the Emperor and his progeny were living keys. You mean to say these were descendants from Allegan royalty? Oh, I suggest nothing so glamorous. To put it plain, they are imitations of royalty. Living keys born of Allegan ingenuity. Clones, I believe is the name your creators gave your kind. Is that not so? Twould seem that the time for concealment is past. Pray accept our apologies. It was not our intent to deceive. We simply wish to avoid causing undue alarm by prematurely making what many would consider deranged claims. If it pleases you, let us return to 8 Sentinels. There is much more to tell. Very well. So that's confirmation that only to the Guardians punished are seen with death, but they do it by hanging. It kind of is, yeah, Lilith. Sorry. Yep. Seriously, that's Liquid Snake's coat. 7 Hills, do you seriously mean to follow us around? Come, Garland. You know me better than to think that I spoke a jest. What more will it take for us to be reconciled? A gift, perhaps? An elegant tombstone. That was information I just shared with you. And a deal more besides. It used to be the jealously guarded property of the 14th Legion. But it's yours now. I wish you enjoy of it. I look forward to working together, old friend. We can like 2,000 those a week, so it's not like quite. Where are my own homes anyway? 1,500. If you're ready to listen, we shall tell you all. As it pertains closely to your investigation, your leader Rambros may wish to be present. Before we begin, pray allow me to apologize again. It was not our intent to deceive you. As you well have gathered, we are not scholars sent by the students of Valdesian. Nay, we are clones. Copies of people who once existed given life through elegant technology.
This is a rather lot to take in. It would not be considered unseemly. Might I ask you why you and yours were created? And more specifically, what it is you now seek to do?
Answering your question requires that we revisit Alcan history. Pray bear with us. The Alcan Empire reached its zenith long before our kind came into being. In the glorious age, the Crystal Tower stood tall as a symbol of Alcan pride. Parents took the children there, that they might learn how to deny limitless energy and produce prosperity to the whole empire. That prosperity, however, bred the decadence, and the empire began to show signs of stagnation. This decline was made all the more rapid for want of strong leadership. In matter of generations, the Alcan civilization became a pale shadow of its former self. Its once gleaming cities fell into disrepair, and its frontier lands were given over to the wilderness. Lamenting the pitiful state of affairs, our technologist made this his mission to restore Alex to greatness. Amon was his name, and he believed that the ailing empire wanted for but a potent ruler, and that was more potent than his founding father, whom he sought to resurrect. The founding father? You mean the Emperor Xande? None other. As part of experiments, Amon created clones of the Emperor's descendants. We are the products of the experiment. Copies of Unia and Doga.
Historical texts mention the region's two elegant emperors named Xande. It was commonly believed that the second was the namesake of the first. After all, such a custom is not uncommon among royalty and commoners alike. To think that the two were in fact one and the same.
Aye, Xande returned from the grave and assumed his throne once more. And true to Amon's prediction, the Empire restored his realm to the glory it once knew. Would they have been satisfied with that? In his previous life, the Empire desired to bring the entire world under Alcan dominion, an ambition that ultimately went unfulfilled. Having been granted a second chance, he was determined to succeed. Realizing that he had needed more power to wage this war of conquest, Xande turned his sights towards a forbidden source, darkness. In order to learn how to harness this power, he converted the Crystal Tower into a restricted research facility.
Darkness. Again! Seven hells, what is with megalomaniac rulers turning to darkness in their lust for power?
Well, at least this one won't be bothering us, being thousands of years dead and all. Would you be right, Master Garland? Alas, Emperor Xande is very much alive within Sycra's Tower. He still abides his ambition burning all the more ardently for his empire's collapse. Wielding the power of darkness requires prodigious amounts of energy that not even the Crystal Tower could produce. In order to augment the shortfall, Dalamont was created and launched into the heavens. On high it hung, gathering the sun's energy and channeling it to the tower below. So, they just casually made a moon. However, a miscalculation resulted in a surge of energy that escaped into the land. This triggered an earthquake of unprecedented violence. The calamity that ushered in the Fourth Umbral Era. In the blink of an eye, the might of the Alcan Empire was laid to waste. Even as the Crystal Tower was sinking into the earth, the technologist Amon, now Emperor Xande's closest aide, invoked powerful magics and halted the flow of time. Every soul within the structure, the Emperor included, was placed in a deep slumber. In that state they were to remain until time was ripe to reawaken. I suspect it might be Lilith, but it's not proven theory yet. Aras came and went. After millennia laying dormant, the element was summoned back to the earth. Its descent is triggering the seventh umbral calamity, in the wake of which the Crystal Tower re-emerged. At that moment, Emperor Xande awakened. In his lust for power, the Emperor consorted with the darkness and was seduced by his corrupting influence. Even though his empire is now little more than a fading memory, he'll stop at nothing to see his ambition realized. Tis for no other purpose than to put an end to Xande's madness that we exist. This is the mantle we have inherited from our namesakes, the true Unia and Doga. Fearing what might befall the world, the two of them sought to thwart their emperor. They gave us unto their will, that we might carry on their mission, should they fail. When we came to our senses within the Crystal Tower, we deliberated a course of action. Concluding that we alone could not overcome Xande, we stuck out to find a worthy ally. It's taken us years, but our search is finally over. 'Tis no ordinary woman who could cut a path through the labyrinth of the ancients. With you as our champion, Relena Westknight, we are confident we can end Xande's dark ambition once and for all. Well, that'll teach me for speaking too soon. Saying my chagrin aside, I see now why you knew about the students of Valdesian among the host of other things. You're observing our investigation the whole time. So what will we do, Ruina? The world's in grave danger again, and it just so happens you're an expert at saving it. You have our eternal gratitude. Together, let us save the elegant empire's dark past laid to rest. I am going to get myself a drink before we do the next one.
It has been our mission to recover the long-lost knowledge of the elegant civilization. But what worth is the knowledge if it means subjecting the realm to peril? Truth be told, it pains me to think that the tower's secrets may become lost to us. But the greater good must come first. Besides, no quality of ancient relics can compare to our friends Unia and Doga's living, breathing elegance. And so I hereby decree a change in Noah's objective. Henceforth we shall direct all efforts towards sealing off Sikar's tower. His dark secrets must never know the light of day. Relena, as you did within the Labyrinth of Ancients, I would have you enter the structure and eliminate hostile elements. Suffice to say, this includes Emperor Xande himself. Meanwhile, the rest of us shall examine ways to isolate Sikar's tower from outside the world. To work then!
Wait, there is something I must know. My right eye is like yours. Does this mean... You inherited the trait from your father, you said. Know that clones are unable to bear offspring. You have no cause for concern. The elegant eye you called it, but for us it's the royal eye, owing to the fact that the trait manifests only in those possessed of royal blood. I cannot explain why the eye runs in your line, but I am disinclined to think it's a coincidence. Though you are doubtless impatient to learn the truth, pray have patience. All will be revealed in due time. Oh, no worries about that. No worries at all. But give me a quick sec. I'm going to get myself a drink. Here is Lena drinking tea. Sorry about that. My apologies for giving you cause to worry. I'm quite well, I assure you. As you can appreciate, there has been much for me to think on. But now is the time for action, not idle thoughts. Sycaris Towers awaits us. Your task is to eliminate all hostile elements within the structure, Xande himself included. This will afford us a chance to seal off the facility. May the crystal grant you strength. Alright guys, we just now have to go and kill several thousand-year-old emperor who once conquered most of the known world. Sounds about right for Alina's. You ready there, Loth? You in a situation we can go? We'll be doing this next week. Okay. I was trying to do Neo raids before the stream though, and after an hour and a half of waiting, it didn't pop once. It's like no healers were online. It was weird. This will start slowing down now because, I mean, it's 20 past 10 here. Funny, I saw a group gathering in the party finder to do running pub. Huh. Bad timing then, I guess. Well, we're on my side, bad timing. These still should be fairly quick to pop. It's the Crystal Tower raids. Worst comes to worst, I can switch to healer for this one. I can, or trying to think. Is there anything we actually need a party of 3 for the Sycaris Tower side? I know we need it for the Labyrinth, and we need it for the next one. Oh, hey guys, remember that cutscene which introduced the Power Rangers to us? There was talk about a ship that was destroyed by a big giant dragon. That's over there. We will be getting to that in a few weeks. Bum, 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 bum. Damn you, Dragon Sword. Oh, no, it's a good thing. The dragon helped out. Because that ship was going to lay waste to Eorzea. Yeah, sure, you can down the Dragon Sword. How is the land of chat as we await the queue to pop? That's good. Fair enough, CJ. What are you trying to figure out? Ba-da-ba-ba-da-da. There we go. It's just always waiting for you to do something, Loth. Oh, I should have used the dance power. Beast knees always makes things pop quicker. So I actually started watching the old Fairy Libraries WWE has a Peacock, so it's... WCC dub. Okay. Huh. I have to be careful. Do the refs tag when the wrestlers do? Bam ba da 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 da. Do they both count to 10 and go twice as fast? Oh, make note of the dragons in here. It's going to be important when we do the coils. You have a riddle for me? What riddle will that be? What's the point of a TV championship? It never changes hands. That's a good question. Oh, lol, got froze. Oh dear. Does seem to be a kind of against the point. What's the point of a US title if it gets defended in Canada? Oh, I mean, that's because if they put the if they were put the Intercontinental title in there, it would have been a foregone conclusion. At least there was a chance that Theory would have lost the title. Look at the title picture of WCW, WCC, WCW. Huh! What's the point of being the undisputed champion if they don't have the women's belt? That's fair. But I don't think Roman's allowed to challenge Bianca. Or Charlotte. He knew better than trying to challenge Becky. We really don't. Alright, I get these pants are striking. Right, right. Not the ones I'm after. But these ones turn up. Alright, asshole. Dot! I don't think there's any line separation mechanics. Yeah, I think this one can be done unsynced. Huh. Because the labyrinth has the point when you have to have people in the 3 different spots. The game still requires 3 though. Huh. I mean, that's fair. Anyway, here's the scientist that was able to freeze time. He's a matador. Look at that magnificent hat. Behold its glory. It's so good. Hey, I thought I put my dot on him. Excuse me, sir. Dot! I wish I could have that hat on my red mage. It's bard only. Well, I think ranged only. Oh, you're dead, Sonia. Yeah, Bard's the senior dancer. Oh. Okay, no, I was just scrolling. Also, I'm getting to the point I think my red mage glam, my final red mage glam is set. The pirate outfit is amazing. Absolute darkness draws nigh, so it'll be unleashed in Risha. Oh, come on, guys. There are people here who haven't actually... Yeah. They did tell us at the beginning. You know, I never noticed that before, Lilith, but you're right, it is. Look, the Elegance had interesting flavor. As he's now just going to summon meteors. Uh-oh. Okay, good. Okay. GG. Ba da 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 da. Ba 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 da ba ba. I shall accommodate you. I have no interest in anything else here because I have it all already. I got another calm! Yay! Relina! You did it! You defeated Emperor Zandi. Empires may rise and fall, but man's defeat blah, spirit lives on. Truly, you are the champion we have hoped for, Relina Westlake. With Emperor Zandi now eternal rest, his dark legacy may be undone. What are you playing at now, Nero? And can't you have noticed, Garland? These are dangerous surroundings. Can a man be faulted for exercising due caution? At any rate, you needn't mind me. I'm perfectly capable of looking after myself. Go on and finish what you came to do. There are two ways that we may seal off Sacred's Tower. Either isolate it from the outside world or cripple its ability to produce energy. The choice of method is yours to make. Before you proceed, however, Doga and I must needs attend to a task. That distortion. What is it? The power that Xande sought to obtain through the void. The world of darkness, our people called it. And the true nature of that power was none other than the armies of the void sent. Void sent feed on ether, as you may already know, and no plane is richer in it than ours. In exchange for their allegiance, Xande entered into an unholy covenant. He would open a gate through which the void sent could freely enter our world. The covenant, I'm afraid to say, is still in effect. However, being of the Emperor's lineage, Uni and I believe we can annul it. By his blood, Xande sealed this dark pact. By our blood, it shall be undone. It is time. Yes, Toga. Finally we may fulfill our purpose. Oh, be still my bleeding heart. For a moment I feared that the salting would end in disappointment, but my readings were not mistaken. Not even the ultimate weapon compares to this. What are you going on about? Evil laughter. The covenant is everlasting. And so Mare City is brought into his fold. Soon all the world shall be united under Allegan rule. And yet with every dream that becomes reality, the memory of death grows ever more vivid. An endless void bereft of light and warmth. Though I may have defeated death, it did not leave me unscathed. Now its ravening claws have scared my soul for eternity. Never shall I know peace. Beings without will, you cannot fathom my age, my melancholy, my fear. What worth is wealth and power, then all must inevitably be consigned to nothingness. If man is nothing, he would not know the pain of loss. So let there be nothing. Harvest more power, that the gate may be thrown full open. Let the cloud of darkness come and engulf the world, devouring all life, hopes, and dreams. Let all be returned to nothingness.
Relina, pull yourself together.
La. There's no end to them. What the seven hells is happening? Ugh, not now, damn it. Nero! Were they a part of your grand plan too? Save your japes, Garland. I didn't put you up with your arrogant face to play with worthless clones. Something controls them. A void sent, I no ordinarily wanted that. Dogga! Confound it! Without them, there's no way to master the darkness! That power is mine! Nero! Bye, Char! The covenant shall be honored. I am the cloud of darkness. I shall devour your light and return this world to the void. Unless Nero actually begins this journey to become an interesting character. Damn it! The rift is gone! What are we supposed to do now? As much as it pains me to leave without them, there's precious little we can do. Let's return to find and consult Ramros. No, not Char. Please, stop. Nero does get better. Oh, ain't you a cute little pupito? Pig. Yee. Bum bum ba-dum bum bum. Actually, no. Whale. Yeah. I know my evil after him one to take control of power darkness seems to mark me as a bad guy, but trust me. Oh, went past. Yeah. All this happened within the tower. God's preserve. The rift manufactured before the throne was a void gate. Of this I'm certain. There are just myriad kinds of voices. The more powerful the being, the larger the gate must be for it to pass through. It would seem that Zande sought to open a gate of unprecedented proportion, one that will allow this cloud of darkness entity into our world. Fortunately for all mankind, he did not succeed. I shudder to imagine this voice that is capable of. However dreadful it may be, we can't abandon our friends. There's no way to save them. I would not lie to you, Master Garland. The situation is bleak. Though voices can enter our world, instances of men entering the void have never been documented. It pains me to give voice to my fears, but we do not even know where our friends still live. Damn it! I feel so helpless. No, I refuse to give up. We must save Doga and Nuni. We share the same eye. It's true, but that is not what motivates me. Above all, I wish to help them fulfill their mission. A mission whose burden they have borne for thousands of years. And besides, we cannot leave matters as they are. As long as Zandy's dark covenant is binding, our world is in danger. 'Tis our duty to prevent the worst coming to pass.
Gra, ever since our meeting earlier in Daga, you have not been quite yourself. Tell me, is this all you...
I honestly cannot say. I know only that there are for memory that I must recall. As a child, my father told me that the truth of our eye resistance with the Alec. The answer eludes me still, but one day I will find it.
I have Graha.
However slim the odds, we must try to save Uni and Doga.
Aye, and that bastard Nero as well. If only to make certain they won't make any more mischief. You have the right of it. Though we have known them briefly, Doga and I are our comrades. We cannot fail them. I shall consult experts and literature both. I swear to leave no stone unturned. Yet know that it may be a while before we are ready to act. I would ask that you are all patient when dealing with the one cannot be cautious enough. My thanks again for your assistance. Pray rest now while you can, for when the time comes to go after our friends, you must be at no less than full strength.
We'll save them yet, Relina. Mark my words. Alright. The World of Darkness. As an RPG, I've never really been able to understand to play. Like, I have read the rules so many times, I still do not get how the game works.
Relina, it's good that you are come. I have news you must be made aware of. Alas, none of it bodes well for us, nor for Unai, Doga, and Nero imprisoned in the Dark Realm.
Think back upon our last foray into Sycra's Tower, if you will. The calamity stirred the place from his long slumber and awoke Emperor Zandi. But you, Relina, you ensured he was laid to rest permanently. Yet the Emperor had sealed a binding covenant with a terrible voice known as the Cloud of Darkness. Even though Nurai laboured to annul this contract, the entirety reached through the rift and dragged the pair of them and Nero out of our realm.
Since that day, no one has devoted themselves to rescuing Nurai, Doga, and Nero from beyond the rift. Our research, however, has experienced a more dire problem. The Crystal Tower still acts upon Emperor Zande's orders, and collects energy to open up another void gate even as we speak. Indeed, the place is nigh hums with energy. We have done all we can to stop the Imperial Edict, but to no avail. Just as the gate would open only for Unai and Doga, so too will the tower heed only those with the royal blood of Alec.
'Tis a most galling design. Granted, this was not always so vexatious, according to the elegant tomb so near presented us. During the golden age of Alec, the royalty had some means of bestowing their blood upon others. If they had such a technology, Amon and his underlings could never have controlled the Crystal Tower.
But we do not have either of this art or any with royal blood. Every moment we wait, a vast rift through which crystal cloud of darkness can enter our realm threatens to open. Such a disaster cannot be allowed to come to pass. We must steal the crystal tower and annul Zandi's covenant with the dark realm. If only breaking the ladder would suffice. But then what of the energy building the crystal tower? Without suppression, that power could discharge and cause a calamity like to the one that destroyed Alag. In truth, we have more than just 3 lost compatriots to worry about. If we do not act, our world may well fall before the might of this threat.
We know but one way out of this predicament. Rescue those who control the tower from beyond the Dark Realm, and seal the rift shut after them. And mercifully, not all our news is quite so bleak. 'Tis true we cannot stop the Void Gate from manifesting within the tower, but this can be to our benefit. We can use the Sycaris Tower for our own purpose, and create a portal to carry us into the Dark Realm.
We have heard this is a problem from a man of the Thaumaturge's Guild, well versed in otherworldly matters. And with Master Garland working to create said portal, the final preparations are well underway. Ah, and here comes the man himself.
Lift would steal the Cloud of Darkness as lunch. Dralina, just the woman we need.
Yes, our fellowship is indeed complete, and all parties privy to our strategy. And you, Master Garland, how fared your endeavors?
Quite well. The device is nearly ready. Though attaching the damned old thing to the Sycaris Tower took every ounce of ingenuity that the Ironworks has got. But it should produce the energy we need. With just a little more fine-tuning, we can open a rift. I'm here to request your presence at the tower. I'll leave Biggs and Wedge at the 8 Sentinels as guides. And do hurry, Rowena. I'm sure you wouldn't miss another chance to save the world, would you? Well, Sid seems to have a firm hand on the realm. Shall we make our way to the Crystal Tower? Which mount? Manta Ray. There's something so comical about this whale, I swear. Elena, I'll bet you're here to watch us pry open a rift between the worlds, eh? We've almost ready. Sycaris Tower is full of engineers scurrying around and making adjustments. We're dealing with a lot of power, and if a single coupling's off, well, boom. But it should be fine, really. Really. Anyway, you best wait to the top. The chief's there overseeing the whole operation. Oh! I am not insulting the whale. Believe me, I absolutely adore this thing. My friends, you've arrived. I'm just waiting for give the engineers the signal. Then we'll see if we can can't open a gateway to another world. There's something amiss, Gara. Emperor Zande's throne. How the might have fallen, eh? Once this stood as a symbol of Alec's art and power. Now it's nothing more than an empty chair. Just imagine if elegant civilization allowed dawn, and just a just emperor still sat on that throne. How different would our world be? How much further would he have advanced? Unfortunately, there would be no stopping Xande and his ambition. There were those who tried. Xande's war of domination left no one unscathed. Unable to abide the horrors inflicted upon the people, warriors young and brave take up the sword against Alec. Those men and women became beacons of hope to those who had suffered, not unlike the warriors of light in our age. But all this is merely hastened to destruction. Just as they moved towards Alec's heart and for the kill, Xande lashed out in anger and frustration, as trapped beasts are wont to do. In desperation, Xande desired that the great rift be opened to hasten the cloud of darkness coming. To this end, he commanded the sun's power held within Dalamud be emptied in the Sycaris Tower at once. Dalamud. The act bore terrible consequences. The tower only withstood the blast by flooding the land below with energy. Sycaris was swallowed by the very earth upon which it once stood. The fourth umbral calamity. I've learned its cause from Uni and Dogai. I had no idea that a rebellion incited Xande's rashness, though. Your knowledge of Alec history is astounding, Graha. Why a man could study for 2 lifetimes and only learn half of what you know. Mayhaps. 'Tis strange, though. I cannot seem to remember where I learned such things. Yeah? Ah, Biggs, are you ready?
Ready, raring to open up the void gate, Chief. We reckon that when this machine's up and running, we shall be able to float 5 airships the size of Agrius. So just give us the word, and we'll start channeling energy into the tower.
Good. Let's get started. All preparations are complete. Everyone, step away from the throne. Alright, let's see what this machine can do. Now, Biggs.
Ah, a rift to the world's darkness, as Zernai called it. Splendid work, Master Garland.
We can't break up the maid just yet. The part's still ahead. We've got broken into the dark realm, but the gate's not all that stable. It won't stay open forever, and only a few can use it. 24 be precise. I, for one, will remain here to ensure the void gate stays open.
Ah, well, the sons of St. Conic, this rift is our sole path to salvation. If we're close, we are truly lost. Which leaves Relita. My friends, is a heavy burden I must task you with. Where there are none more able, pray lead the adventure beyond the rift. I do not know what awaits you, save the cloud of darkness and our 3 comrades. But you must go, for the fate of our world now rests upon your shoulders. This is our only gambit, but I have every faith you will succeed. It will be no small feat to return after you've passed beyond the rift. Make sure you're prepared before leaving.
Let me get my phone out. Might I have a moment of your time, Alina? This is a matter of import. We must discuss ere you leave. Never mind. Lol. Not there yet. I forgot this bit. Just leave the hell portal just sitting there. Will do, Lil. Need to talk to Graf first. Alright, Graha, where are you? There you are. How are you doing, bud? Relina, I wish to speak to you about my eye. Are you no doubt aware 'tis a trait only among Allegan royalty? Long I have pondered why such is my inheritance. The sanguine hue must have been bearing upon my destiny. This much Doga himself admitted, but what? In truth, the more I learn about the Crystal Tower, the less I am myself. Somehow, being those 2 clones have wrought great change in me. I'm so consumed with remembering something ancient, but ever still important. And my father's words echo in my mind, the self-some ones that his father told him. The truth of our eye rests with Alec. Mayhap what I wish to remember when those words are related. Perhaps not, but I know I must learn the truth that whole history hides from me. I will see this journey, our journey, through to the very end with mine own 2 eyes. So I implore you, allow me to join you beyond the rift. You have my thanks, my friend. Now let us venture into the world of darkness to save our comrades and our realm. Bum 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 bum. Friends list. Invite to the party. Alright, Lilith. Let's go to the void. At some point. We're probably not doing the coils, starting the coils tonight. That means that I can basically dedicate the entirety of the next stream to it, so that works out. Absolutely love this. This is my fucking jam. It really is. Prepare yourself, let's waste no time. I mean, we only have like 3 other DPS and another tank. We need the healers to turn up. The Sam Jam, if you will. Exactly, CJ. Exactly. I always love my crystals and my magic. And that's just the right level of fantasy for me. Wait, wait, wait. Of course. Dance. Oh, looks familiar. X2. What, the dance I'm doing? Maybe it's the dance I most often have Lena do when I'm waiting for things. It might be from X2. Might also be from 7. Because we do get in the golden saucer. We also have this one. Van. The Vanderbilt. The ball. Harvest. Which seems to be driving people out of the queue. Oh dear. Step. And flame. And now it's just me and Lilith. So many potatoes about today. I shall pray. Pray that we can do the world of darkness tonight. To be fair, this place probably does need a good cleaning. What to do whilst we're waiting? Lilith, should I show them our house? Alright. So this is our house. We got beachfront property. Honestly, we were very fortunate we were able to get this one, I think. No chocobo is in right now. Here's our materials supplier. She lives there. She never leaves that spot. Her only company is a cube and the lady who stands in the other corner. You will find that we have many Gubu clocks. Abby likes the Gubus. So we have many Gubu clocks. Down here we have an Touch of Ultima. Our meeting table we never use. Amelia's Forge. Our television. Here you'll find Bubs. He just chills. Yes, there are two Bubs. We do not question this. Just a good spot to wait while staring into the fire. Bum 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 bum. Dum bum ba da da dum. Oh, I can't enter the rooms on New Game Plus. Oh well. So yeah, this is all I can show you then. Right now, anyway. But yeah, we have a nice beach. This bit's, whenever there's an event happening, this bit spawns a giant thing. And yeah. That's us. I'll just try to think of what else to do whilst we wait. I mean, it is also late, so people are less likely to be queuing now. Which is annoying. Because, yeah. I was actually wondering if I should switch to healer. Because there is just an absence entirely right now, isn't there? Let me switch. Get my classic on. Duty, finder, rejoin. Did we both switch to healer? Oh, right, okay. My bad. No one messes with a white mage. Especially not two. Lilith doesn't play white mage. Lilith plays astrologian. I'm the white mage. And of course. See, the Sycarus Tower, I think we might have been able to do ourselves. In theory. The problem is this one does have the dividing point again. But we'll only be waiting 2 minutes this time around. Maybe. Whew. I mean, it might be our best option. We'll give it till the average wait time, and if not, then yeah, then we'll just do it unsynced. Which means chat will probably miss the entirety of the Cloud of Darkness fight. But that's fine. It's either that or we punt it till next week when it be earlier and people are more actually on, and which is an option. I mean, not for nothing, I've done a lot of talking. I mean, I always do a lot of talking in the FF14 streams. What does chat think? Is chat okay with waiting a week to see the conclusion of the Crystal Tower? I'm bringing it to you guys. Okay, no problem for Ori. I mean, CJ, I think, actually plays the game. Man, still nothing. Yes, in that case... Yep, this is going to be the end of the stream here. Sorry for the disappointing ending. We almost got this all done in a single run. I'll let you get back to your crafting. Well, thanks for hanging out and helping. Yep, indeed, there is no end. So next time, we finish the Crystal Tower and then I think it's about time you guys found out what Alphinode's sister was up to. But that'll be next time when we go into the coils of Bahamut. I think I'm going to send you all over to Masay. She's doing her Mario 64 speedruns. I will be DMing Moonstable on Wednesday. That will be over on Abby's channel, where you get to see this lot fight a big demon bear and his Minotaur buddy. But yeah, that'll be then. Thank you all for joining, and hope you all have a wonderful week. Until next time. Cheery bye. Oh, cheery bye.